Well, to the channel show, folks. I think this is part 5. I think I'm starting to wrap it up, so I think I'm going to try to cram this all into one video and roll on to a time lapse of it all. But sorry I didn't get to shoot it. My dad came through and started helping me out with the cabinets here. So yeah, got this done. Got a little bit more work to do on them. They're not quite done, but ta-da! I started working and then I was like, wait, I need to record this. So right here's the cabinets. These are the correct hinges. So boom, there's my electric box in there, good and hidden. These are the wrong hinges. I bought the wrong hinges. Let's just put those there. I'm gonna get them stained up and then I'm gonna exchange those. Also gotta hide this, put trim up, run this through there. He wasn't sure what I was doing with it, so he moved it out of his way. Don't blame him there. So, but yeah, look at that. Look how awesome that looks. That is perfect. Got plenty of storage up here in the front, good and deep. These, which I got handles to go on them, but look how deep they are. That's huge. So realistically, that's probably all we're gonna pull it out right there to get to whatever's in here, and then the rest of it back there will be just storage. So perfect. I got handles for those all in that bag. I gotta go ahead and stain this, stain what's not stained up there, and then put some trim up, and the cabinets will be pretty much done. So yeah, that's where we're at. Look at that. Like I said, I got carried away and started working on this without thinking about recording it. I'm still terrible at that, even though I've made, what, 100 videos now? But right here, this is what's gonna go right there. And that will be the switch panel for all of my 12 volt. So, and that's what I'm currently working on. I just got these soldered up, hooks, and those will go to the perspective side on the battery. And then they'll run over here with plenty of cable left over like this. And I'm leaving all this cable in there so that way I can undo this whole piece of wood right here, pull this out and work on it. Right there's all the fuses. I believe the way this is set up is I can hook the hot and the ground straight to this and then straight into every one of these. And that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, let's get this wired up. Alright, there we go. I got this installed-ish. The stickers that come with it, I don't know if you can read that, but they're all boat terms. You know, I got USB socket, which worked because I got the 2 USB ports. The stern light, which is, you know, rear light, which is for that rear light. And then this will be, this one's going to run the cabinet lights. I'm going to have 2 underneath those. And then this one's the porch light. See? And then the main cabin lights, which is kind of cool. So yeah, so as soon as you walk in, the first switch in the dark is that one, and then now of course you can see to turn the front porch one on, and then the stern light. Yeah. So my trickle charger underneath there is trickle charging a battery, and it's a 2 or 3 stage trickle charger. It actually will do a more amperage. I think it's 6 amp charge if the battery's good dead. And then it does a 3 and then like a 1.5 or a 2 amp trickle charge, and it's also a maintainer and a float charge. It's a couple different things. Too smart for its own good. If it's completely dead, that thing probably ain't even gonna work. I'll have to put jumper cables on it and let that thing detect that there's a battery, and it'll start charging. But as you can see, it's just showing 12.8, and then when I turn everything on, it'll actually come down just a little bit. But it maintains around 12.7. So I actually unplugged it to see what it would do, and it seems to be charging it back up to that 12.7 mark. I need to clean all this up, of course, But all this is going to be hidden inside there. This is going to be a utility cabinet right here where I'm standing, so I can get underneath here and work. The only other thing that I want to do is I think I'm going to put a main switch somewhere. I'm not sure if I'll put it inside here where it's hidden. But I think I'm going to put a main switch on this wire right here. This is the main wire running from the batteries, running all the lights and USBs. Because right now, if you shut everything off, the only way to disconnect this would be to unbolt it from the battery. And I don't really like that. Yo, here we are like days later. I got the lights wired up for the most part. Kind of jumping around a little bit here. I need to get the bed in it. Possibly be using the camper. And here I am getting ready to start on it and forgot to bring y'all along. So yeah, pretty much what I got so far. Let me get you off this mount. My lady dog. My lady dog. My lady dog. But this is 60 inches. There's the bed that's going on it. 60 inches wide. I think it's 80 inches long. So I got an 80-inch piece here. And this is 52 inches. So that way the bed will actually come up here. And then, but when I fold it, it's gonna fold here. So the thickness, 7 inches there. When it folds up against the wall, it has somewhere to lay. So I'm gonna tack that. I got another two, yeah, I had two, well, 3 more 80-inch pieces. One will go right here. And yeah, I'm kind of just building this thing as I go. So I'm pretty sure one's gonna go right here, and that's gonna make this square. It's hard to explain. I'm just gonna have to show you. Give me a second. There will be a rectangle, so it'll join right here. There'll be a rectangle right here that's mounted to the wall with legs coming off the front side. So imagine the wall being right here. There'll be a little rectangle strip that's 8 inches wide, 7 inches wide there. When the bed's folded up, it has somewhere to lay. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure how I'm gonna hold this in together, but I know that's gonna be the joint. So yeah, we're just gonna kind of start melting stuff together and see where it goes. So enjoy. So there's that one. Alright, so this is what we got. A little bit of thinking, a little bit of whatnots. Alright, so this whole thing is going to be the frame. That's 60 inches wide by 80 inches long. So the whole thing is it. So right here, I'm going to drill a hole through that. And then I'm going to put a bolt right there. And that'll be the pivot point. So this side will be mounted to the wall. Have some legs coming down right here at an angle, I think, or straight down. Probably straight down, just to be safe. And then this end of the bed will lift up, and this rectangle will stay right there. So the bed will fit on it perfectly, and as you lift it up, the bed will have to slide out some and then lift up, and then it'll fall down on lay on this rectangle here. So yeah, let's get to I'm gonna see if I got any hinges, but if all else fails, that's what we're doing, is putting a bolt in it. Probably can't even see me. Alright, that's mocked up right there. Boom. So this piece will get mounted against the wall. I'm gonna weld the rest of this up. That's basically the idea. So that will be strapped up just like that, and then you'll unstrap it from each side and lay it down. Now I'm gonna take this piece from all strength and do something like that. Something like that. I think I'm gonna go put it over here on the chain or on the hoist. Hoist it up. And then start putting some rattle can to it. I think I got some black spray paint.
Let's do it.
So that's it. Other than some slats, I'm going to, I got that board, plywood, and then I got some 1x, so I'm gonna run some 1x's this way and then mount that board down right here and maybe a little strip there. But yeah, I'm gonna drag this over to the electric hoist. I'm gonna rip it up in the air and put some paint to it. So while I go get a measurement on some legs. Well, she's black, good enough, I guess. So now, I guess next step, of course, let this dry, and then I'm gonna go measure. So it's 60 inches wide. So when it stood up against the wall, I want it to pretty much go all the way to the ceiling. Buy me a few inches of room up there, maybe. So measure from the ceiling, 65 inches down, put a mark. That's where this side's gonna be mounted, and then that should give me an idea on how long to make the legs. Let's hold a breath and let this dry and go get some measurements. Alright, there they are, there's the legs. I cut these little ends off there and rounded some of these edges off, so that way if you bump it, I'm sure we will maybe not hurt so bad. Sure, this GoPro's getting nasty, needs a good cleaning. Give that a few minutes to dry and then we'll go zip it in a wall, I think. Yeah, stay tuned. Well, there you got it, folks. That's the first test, I guess. My Boy, watch out. Let me see if I can lay on it. It feels good to lay down. Alright, get off the bed. Let's try to lift it up here. We're definitely gonna have to put the plywood in there because that's too soft, but let's see how this goes. There's that. Those are gonna be strapped in. You can get to that plug with it up. I can get to both of these, so yeah. Now watch out, it's coming down. Whoa! Oh, I gotta put some legs on. No, get off. Get off, boy. Watch out. Yeah. That should be pretty simple. Now we're gonna try this. Watch out! Oh! Oh, that's much firmer. You got your shoes on the bed, take your shoes off. Now, later in life, I might have to,
take you off.
Come on. I might have to make the plywood, thicker. But that's got me, the best height. I wanted it as high as I could off the floor, but it still needed to be, you know, low enough to be able to fold up. So that's where that puts us. Yeah, plenty of room to walk around. It's not as heavy as one might assume, but yeah, see, that's some pretty thin stuff. I probably should have got something thicker, but the price of this stuff nowadays is pretty ridiculous. Right here's a metal stud, so I don't know if you can see me, but right here's a metal stud. So I'm gonna try to strap it to that metal stud.
Hey!
Hey!
Put it down.
Put it down. So that's it. Pretty straightforward. Yeah. That does it. You can come over here and might have to loosen these. I don't know. It's the first time you're trying it. Snap gauge should hold by itself. Then you got another one down here. And that's that, folks. Up and out of the way. I mean, didn't buy myself a whole lot of room up here, but just enough that, you know, if we were to change out mattresses and it's a touch wider, it'll work. It's also a little bit wider down here to accommodate for linen. Well, this is a couple days later. I never wrapped that video up, and I think I was gonna finish it on this last video, but I think it's getting pretty long, so we're gonna go ahead and cut it right there and just add another video to the series. So, yep, we got the cabinets pretty much done. Got the hinges on it. I've got this lacquered, I think is what I used. I used a lacquer over it and needs another coat on the back. I went thicker on the front because I figured that's more wear and tear. But yeah, the bed turned out awesome. We tested it. We laid on it. 2 people laid on it. And it held up, so we're calling that a win. So technically this camper is ready to be used. So yeah, we're gonna start touching it up. Hopefully I get it wrapped up in the next video, and then will be the last one of the build. And then after that, it will be I'm gonna take all the time lapse that I have from the whole build and snip them all together, so it's just nothing but one time lapse from start to finish. So stay tuned for that as well, and I'll catch you on the next one. God bless.